Namaste, Creative Yogis. How are you all doing out there? I hope you've had an amazing week and are ready to dive into this supermoon, this lovely energy that's around us right now. So this energy is so powerful. It's amazing stuff because the moon itself is very close to the planet. So we're really feeling this energy. It's soaking into our bones. It really is a very powerful, amazing, inspirational energy to embrace this month. So this moon is called the beaver moon, and the names of these moons were created by the North American Indians and their understanding of the relationship between the moon and nature. So over in the northern hemisphere, it's actually going into winter. So the beaver energy is about collecting your resources, making sure you've got enough to get you through the lean period, the winter time. And the beaver is considered the master builder. So it's an amazing energy to work with this month. And it's recognizing that you are the master builder of your own life. And it's looking at what you are creating. Just having a moment to just step back and reflect on what you are building. What structures do you have in place? What systems are you working with? Does something need to be adjusted? Do you need to clear some toxicity just in order to strengthen what it is that you're building, that you're working towards this amazing vision you have for yourself and for your future, and not letting anything undermine or corrode this beautiful, gorgeous life that you're building. So it is worth taking the time this month to sit down and reflect, do a bit of journaling, and be really honest with yourself about what it is that you're doing at every single day. What routines do you have in place? What is your structure, and does something need to be adjusted or tweaked or let go of in order to manifest this beautiful vision that you have for yourself? So, for instance, while I was away in Uluru, I couldn't do any training. I was working, 6-7 days a week. So I got very unhealthy. I got very sick, actually. And so when I came back, my number one priority has been my health. And I've been focusing on really regular routines with my training, with my nutrition, and being very, very clear that that's my priority, and making sure I don't do anything that undermines that. So that has been my focus, and I'm going to continue to work with that stuff for the rest of the year and get myself back on track. So it's really looking at what your priorities are, what is going to support you the most, and really taking care of you in the process. So we also have the lovely earth energy coming through from the moon with the Taurus energy. And the earth energy is all about foundations, which really supports this idea of building something from nothing. When you think about a beaver, they just have twigs and sticks, and they create a home from that, So it is about seeing what resources you have naturally, really recognizing your strengths, what you bring to the world, and feeling safe in the world. That's another really key thing about the earth energy. And cultivating that feeling of safety is really, really important in order to thrive. If you don't feel safe, then you don't thrive. That's the bottom line. So it's looking at what helps you to feel safe in the world. And for me, it's definitely about listening to myself and honouring myself and really paying attention to what I actually need and having very clear boundaries so that when I say no, I honour that no and don't allow another thing that I really felt like I developed quite strongly while I was an Uluru, really contacting my masculine side to support my feminine side. So these may be the sorts of things that come up for you throughout this month. And have a compassionate eye. Take the time with your journaling and just notice what you notice and just reflect, have a look at things and make some subtle changes if they need to be made. But maybe you're quite happy with everything, and so you can congratulate yourself for everything that you have achieved this year. Really, it's been a really special year where we could manifest. That was the underlying energy of this year, to really see some really tangible results for all your hard work. So maybe you're starting to see that, and you can really give yourself a pat on the back for that and really celebrate this beautiful life that you're creating, acknowledging to yourself that you are the master builder, you're in charge, you are creating what you set your heart on. So that could be what comes up for you in your meditations. So as far as yoga goes throughout this month, I'll post across the earth element flow for you to play with, working with really gentle meditations about being grounded, centered, anchoring yourself into the earth, that sort of thing. Gentle pranayama practices, chanting, mudras, incorporating that and going a little bit slower in your daily practice, just to take the time to feel connected to this beautiful planet that we live on. And if you can, if the weather permits, trying to get outside and doing some practice out in nature to get the support of nature as you do your practice. So some beautiful things to do and play with this month. Alright, so let's choose a card for you. I'm going to choose a Goddess card today. So this is Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. Haven't used the Goddess cards for a while. Go through phases with these cards. Okay, so what do the creative yogis need to know right now? What do they need to know? There's one that's three in fact have flipped out for you. So we have prosperity. Wow, that's great. We all need that. Lovely. We have purification. So that's what I was talking about. Maybe there's some stuff that needs to be let go of, and just reflecting on that and finding new habits that support you to go where you need to go. And this one is fertility. So this is about going outside, connecting to nature. And all three of these really are saying this beautiful thing about, really recognizing that as we support ourselves, we find abundance. It's a really gorgeous message for you all. Happy with that? Alright, so that's it for this week. Have a lovely week. Namaste, Creative